Hey, what's going on, you guys? All right, so I'm just at the office. It is 6:30 on Monday night, waiting for a couple more offers to come in on our listing at 300 Park North. So I figured, hey, what better topic to post about than multiple offers? So please keep in mind, guys, anytime I post a video or anything real estate related, I'm talking strictly from my experiences, what I've seen, and I'm looking at it from a different perspective. There are going to be a variety of things happening behind the scenes that would completely change how you approach any particular topic, and there are a variety of different ways to approach something. So I really recommend you talk to your real estate agent, ask all the questions you need to feel 100% comfortable with a particular situation, but your realtor is your guide through the entire buying process. So as long as you've done the necessary steps to pick a good agent that's going to guide you, if you've chosen them, obviously they're good. Trust their instincts and let them guide you and take you through the process, because I'm sure they've been through it a few more times than you personally have. Speaking of, I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been a seller agent as well as a buyer agent in multiple offer situations. It's a lot more fun to be a selling agent and a seller than it would be to be a buyer and a buyer agent. And I've been a buyer agent many times where we've won in a multiple offer situation, but I've also lost probably 2 or 3 times more than we've won. It's just part of the process, the name of the game. That's why it shows there is no kind of like magic bullet to completely solve all the issues and win every single time, other than really throwing money at the situation. Even that might not do it, because keep in mind, if you're getting financing, the bank has to approve you for what you've purchased the property for. And if it doesn't appraise, you've got to come up with that differential. So that's a whole other thing to think about. So there is no guarantee. So that's why I always tell my clients is, don't get emotional about the process first and foremost. The whole home buying process, you cannot let your emotions run wild. It is a very emotionally draining process. There are going to be lots of ups and downs, but stay focused on the goals and you're going to end up buying the house that you're going to be happy with. Now, when you're dealing with a multiple offer situation, it completely flips the dynamics of the situation. Excuse me. What I mean by that is, if we're looking for a home and we see a house listed for $600,000 and it's been on the market for three or four weeks, buyer agent coming to approach the seller and seller's agent, we're going to go back and forth, hopefully to come to an agreement. When you're dealing with a multiple offer situation, that completely changes. There's no more haggling. There's no more going back and forth. You are putting your best foot forward and you're hoping they're going to pick your offer. And now it doesn't matter if you're going against one other offer, 5 or 15. These are things you have to take into consideration. So first and foremost, you want to make sure you talk to your agent about price, and you want to figure out what your cap is going to be. Some people don't even put their best foot forward in their price point. They kind of like will hold something back in case the agent comes back to them asking if they're willing to improve their offer. I personally just say, what are you willing to offer? If you lose this, what are you willing to offer, in the sense that if you were to lose it, you're not going to be upset about it. Okay, because then you say, okay, I wasn't really willing to pay that much. It is what it is. The last thing you want to do, if you're willing to pay $500,000 and you go, I'm going to go $490 just in case they ask me if I'm willing to improve. For some reason, the agent doesn't ask, and you're stuck with your $490 offer, and the house ends up selling for $495. All right. So there's so many different things to consider, but I just always say, put the offer you're willing to pay. If you don't get it, you don't get it. You keep moving. You go look at the next house, and if you do get it, you're happy about it. The last thing you want to do is get involved in the emotions of the situation. Have the agent call you guys and say, hey, what are you willing to pay? You're willing to go up a little bit better on price. We've got 2 offers. You guys are really close with each other. And you get all excited and you go overboard. And when the dust settles, you start freaking out because now you've overpaid by $20,000, $25,000. You're getting buyer's remorse, and you try to figure out ways to walk away from the deal, and a whole bunch of other stuff happens. So you don't want that to take place. That's why you want to really sit down with your partner, whoever you're buying this with, and your agent to say, okay, I'm not willing to go higher than X amount of dollars. In addition to price, you've got other details, and you want to tighten it up and make it as appealing as possible. So completion date, if you're a first-time buyer, you've got flexibility. Give the sellers what they're looking for, or try to accommodate as best as you can. Conditions, usually there's 2 conditions that are involved in any purchase. It's a financing condition and an inspection condition. Never, ever, ever would I recommend any of my clients to go in firm on any deal with no inspection. However, you still want to stay competitive, and a firm offer is going to be looked at a lot more appealingly than something that's not firm. So with the inspection, we will do a pre-inspection. We will inspect the property before the deadline. At least this way, you've done your due diligence. You know what you're getting yourself into, but you can still compete and go in firm with no inspection condition. Now, please keep in mind, this can get a little expensive because you're going to end up paying $400 to $500 inspecting a property that you necessarily might not get. Okay, but that's why you don't want to do this a bunch of times. You want to kind of go in strong on a listing that you really like and do your best to really win that property. So that's the inspection side. Financing side. Now, I personally, our team, we will not go do for showings with a client until we know that they're pre-approved for a couple of reasons. One, to make sure we're not showing them properties that they can't actually afford. And two, and this is the most important one, is to be able to stay competitive if we end up going into multiple offers. Multiple offers isn't just homes that are holding offers. There's been many times where a property's been on the market for 2 to 3 weeks, and then finally we came back around like, okay, let's put an offer in. And at the same time, there's another buyer who went through the exact same process, and we're competing against them. Now you've got Saturday night, you're putting an offer in. You want to be able to give your pre-approval letter with your offer to showcase, hey, look, we've done our due diligence. Our clients have financing. We're coming in strong. We might need a financing condition for a day or two just for the bank to give their seal of approval, but it at least appeases the seller to showcase that, hey, we've done our necessary due diligence, okay? So these are the main things that you want to take into consideration when you're going in for an offer. But again, do not get emotional about it. There's a high likelihood you're going to lose the offer. You just got to keep moving forward. If it all works out in the end, but you just have to stay positive, work with your agent, listen to your agent, and hopefully you're going to get the house you're looking for. So hopefully that helps you guys. If you ever have any questions or comments, never hesitate to let me know. Go Raps, go.